Pro versus Joe stuff, like max packs. Much better players in general. Lots of content. Like and subscribe. Such crazy things.
What's going on? SCV ready. Big job.
Must build more supply depots. Cannot build there.
In the rear with the gear.
More minerals required.
What's going on? SCV ready. Yeah. Huh?
Thank you, Messiah, for the raid.
Bet.
Hopefully you had a good stream.
SCV ready.
I just rated you. The trickle down. I didn't miss it. It was Saturdays, right?
Ready. Go ahead.
Need more Vespene gas. Additional Vespene gas required.
Act 1 boss on POT. One shot on hardcore. Well, you don't get many more shots than that. Had you played it before?
Bad news.
Because, well, either way, not to take away from it. But that it took me like 3 or 4 tries. Though not on hardcore.
Upgraded.
And that's when I realized I was actually playing a Dark Souls sort of game.
Sure thing.
Much harder than Act 1 on the first game.
SCV ready. I'm listening. What you want?
The bosses are the highlight though, for sure.
Go ahead.
Supply depots insufficient. Overload.
This better be good. By the number.
The minions protect me. Always good to play team games
Certainly.
after a stressful day on the ladder.
Be ready. Oh yeah, baby. On the way. Good job.
There.
I'm going.
King in the Mist.
SCV ready.
Wait till you get to the my favorite is the Forge Master, which is the best version of a DPS check I've ever seen. But I won't spoil it. You'll know it. They're all good though. I think they are all unique.
Constructed.
Like, none of them feel like a copy-pasted version, which is quite impressive. Can't say the same for the zones. But the bosses themselves.
Let's do this. All right. Certainly. SCV ready.
Yeah, I can't imagine playing hardcore.
Upgraded.
Like, I play ladder. I didn't like. It's already intense enough.
SCV ready. Ready to raise some head. SCV ready.
When I'm playing ARPGs, except Path of Exile 2 is not like a chill.
You gonna give me orders? SCV ready.
But playing hardcore would just kind of ruin it for me. Not to say I see the appeal. It's just feels like I got that covered with the lad.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
SCV ready.
Can you say your control groups without looking at the keyboard?
SCV ready.
I try.
Command center.
This better be. SCV ready. Ready to raise some head. SCV ready. Ready to raise.
Cannot build there.
SCV ready. Armed and SCV ready. SCV ready.
Add on. Operational.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Additional supply depots required.
I'm in a heap of trouble. SCV ready. What's going on?
Cannot build there.
I'm going. You gonna give me orders? SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. What's going on? SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. Big job, huh? Sure thing.
Not enough.
SCV ready. It's your SCV ready.
Constructed.
Rock and roll. Ready.
Add-on. Operation. Mineral quantity.
SCV ready.
Sufficient.
Huh?
Insufficient energy. More minerals required. Minerals
Gangway
depleted.
coming through. SCV ready. This better be SCV ready. Queued up.
Not enough energy.
Go, go, go. Who wants some? SCV ready.
Need a new battlefield in my life. Battlefield 1 is right there.
Ready for dust off.
Do you really trust them to make a new one?
SCV ready. You scared me. Go. SCV ready.
I'd accept Battlefield 4 remastered.
Bad news. SCV ready. This better be good. SCV ready.
2042. I guess, like, after a while it became there. It doesn't really feel like Battlefield
SCV ready.
so much as like a larger scale Call of Duty, but I would still prefer it over it.
Ready for dust off.
Upgrade completed.
The super soldier feel really throws it off.
Sufficient.
Like going from Battlefield 1 where when you like go prone and throw yourself to the ground and it takes a time to get up.
Supply depots.
Whereas in 2042 it's like, would you like to use your grappling hook to yeet yourself on? It's a different vibe.
Supply. Your dedication will be rewarded. Must build more.
SCV ready.
Research.
SCV ready. Been waiting on these of me, boy. This better be good. In the rear with the gear. SCV ready.
Additional supply depots required.
Ready for dust off.
Mineral field exhausted.
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
Want a piece of me, boy? You want some? SCV ready. Gangway. Armed and ready. This better be good.
Add-on constructed.
Ready for dust off.
Go, go. SCV ready.
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
Thank you, KJ.
Field depleted.
Hopefully you had a good stream.
Armed and ready.
Ready for dust off.
Upgrade.
Who wants some? Been waiting. You gonna give me orders?
Reporting for action.
Gangway, coming.
Command center upgraded.
By the numbers. Go, go. SCV ready. You want
Not possible. Supply limit. Insufficient Vespine gas. No, not possible. Supply.
we could use some help here.
No, not.
We're returning fire.
No, not possible. Supply limit reached.
Somebody get me out of this mess.
Depleted.
Ready for dust off.
SCV ready.
Your dedication.
SCV ready.
No, not possible. Cluster.
What is going on in here?
Who wants some? Give us your best shot. You gonna get any orders?
Ready for dust off.
Like, what is this madness? Thank you. Set of mansion.
Armed and ready.
Mineral field exhausted.
This better be good. Gangways, coming through. Who wants some?
Landing zone.
SCV ready.
No, not possible. No, not. Barney, no, not possible. Cannot build there. No, not possible. Supply limit reached.
Speak up. This better be big weight.
No, mineral field depleted.
I'm in here. Yep.
Honestly, playing against the AI usually does feel pretty close to a lower level player, even the elite, until you see them patrolling each individual overlord in their main, in which case it kind of breaks the immersion. That's how else you gonna pump up your APM to show off to your AI friends and say you have more APM than Cyril. All right. Thank you, Psy, and KJ, as well, for the
New
raids.
subscriber detected.
Do you ever feel like
You
a
can-
plastic bag?
Not usually. Like a trash bag, maybe. You know, those can be made out of plastic. I guess. Can be above loco. Makes sense. Thank you. And Warlord, 438. I'm glad you still enjoy it. Like 7 years. Alright. I'll knock these out. The generous nerds. Thank you, Dough Tackle. Mick Meaty, 814.
Hell,
Of course.
it's about
How
time.
could I forget? Gentleman and a Scholar. Duto 387. Jester of Flesh. Swiper 95. Glad y'all still enjoy. We'll see. Are we consigned to TVT today, or a little more variety? Was there? This guy does something. Wait, I need to get my list. Is he on the list? He is. But not in this matchup, unfortunate. He did 2 base layer against Protoss.
Not enough minerals.
The list is
Mineral quantity
ladder fuckery.
insufficient.
Well, also non-fuckery.
Bad news.
Mostly for barcodes to narrow it down a little, but
Gear. Ah, what's going on?
Must build more supply depots.
not that it helps that much, but usually you're not facing a completely different one of similar MMR that
More
each net.
minerals required.
SCV ready. SCV ready. Ah! You scared me. What's going on? Huh? SCV ready. Yeah. Big job.
Thank you, Contagions.
Will be rewarded.
Bad news.
I watched a few
Just a
Max
few.
Packs games recently.
SCV ready.
I just still enjoy.
Go. Big man. Bad news. Go ahead. Ah, big job, huh?
Hell,
Thank you very much.
What's going on? In the rear with the gear. Huh? I'm going. Ah,
command
you
center
scared me.
upgraded.
Yo, what's going on?
Not enough minerals.
Big job, huh? Will do. Ready.
More minerals required. Mineral quantity insufficient.
Get from above.
Not enough minerals. Insufficient Vespine gas.
SCV ready. What? You want something? I'm going. I'm listening. Certain technology ready. Let's do this. Fair. Fear the Reaper, man. What's it worth? Got something for me to kill? SCV ready. Done. Agreed. On the way.
Additional add-ons.
SCV ready. Oh yeah, baby. Go. Death from above. SCV ready. Will do. Bad news.
Enemy attacking SCVs.
SCV ready.
Mineral quantity. Command center upgraded. Add-on.
Ready to raise some hell.
More minerals required. SCVs under attack.
Talk to me, boss. Ready to raise some hell. You gonna give me? What's going on? SCV ready. SCV
Not enough minerals. Mineral quantity insufficient.
SCV ready.
Additional supply depots required.
Bad news, huh? I'm waiting on you.
Supply depots insufficient.
Ready to raise some hell. What's
What?
going on?
Engine screen.
Not enough minerals.
Receiving.
SCV
That's not a third command center.
daylight's burning.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
SCV ready.
More minerals required.
Go ahead.
I got my ears on.
I'm waiting on you. Been waiting on you. SCV ready.
Yeah?
Talk to me,
Research
boss.
completed.
Are you?
Receiving.
I'm waiting on you. All day long. Ready. Hell yeah.
Loud and clear.
SCV ready. Where's the hot action? Right on. Sounds sweet. SCV ready.
Cannot build there.
Holla back.
Ready to raise some hell.
Can do. Loud and clear. I got my ears on. Turbines to full. Inbound.
In the rear with the rear. By the numbers, boys.
Receive.
Ah! You scared me!
Command center upgraded.
I got my ears on. Engaging. Mayday.
SCV ready.
Add-on constructed.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Landing zone obstructed.
Daylight burning.
Add-on operational.
This better. Ready to raise some hell.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
Go ahead. Who won? Are you ready? Ready to plunder. Certainly. SCV ready. Ready to raise. SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. Shit. Bad news. Gangway coming. Huh? Big job. SCV ready.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
SCV ready.
Cannot build there.
SCV ready. Ah! You scared me.
Optics online. Let's go kill something.
Insufficient mineral cluster expended.
It's your time. Be ready.
New technology.
SCV ready. Bad news. SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready. Ah! You scared me. SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted. Cannot build there. Research completed.
SCV ready.
Optics online. Let's go kill something.
SCV ready.
I get you. Nothing'll stop me.
Commander constructed.
Adjusting for new
Army
coordinates.
upgraded.
Coordinates are up.
Ready to Fused up, ready to go.
Cannot build. New technology researched.
SCV ready. Ready to raise. SCV ready.
Inside of me. Comms open. Got a target, Jim.
Ready to raise some hell.
Cyclone comms open. In gear.
SCV ready.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
I'm in a Ready to raise some hell.
Mineral field exhausted.
Position.
Additional commands.
I'm in a trouble.
We're returning fire.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Cyclone optics online. Let's show me who you. Channels got a target.
Ah! You scared me.
Systems go.
Base under siege. Upgrade.
Optics online. Let's go.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
I get you. Go.
More minerals required.
Inside of me.
Huh?
Army upgraded.
Ready to raise some hell. Ready to raise.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
Are you ready for this?
Mineral field depleted. Center upgraded. Additional supply depots required. zone obstructed.
What's our target?
Insufficient energy.
What's our target?
Channel's clear, boss. Let's go. Cyclone ready for action.
Ready to raise some hell.
Mineral field exhausted. Not enough energy.
Give up.
Mineral field.
Be ready. What's our target?
Insufficient. Vespene geyser. Next command center. Mineral cluster.
Systems go. Ready for action. You got coordinates or what? Console.
Not enough minerals.
Channel, you got coordinates or what?
Research completed. Command center upgraded.
Adjusting for new coordinates.
Speak. Bad news.
More minerals required.
Ready to roll out.
Landing zone obstructed.
Need something blown up?
Systems go.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
Got no.
Your
What's our target?
dedication will be rewarded.
Happy birthday, Winter.
Mineral field
Optics
depleted.
online. Let's go kill something.
Upgrade. Not enough minerals.
You got.
What's that?
Show me who you want to die.
Vespene gut. Base under siege.
Ready to go.
Landing zone obstructed.
Ready to raise some hell. I'm waiting on you.
Enemy attacking SCVs.
Ready to roll.
Landing zone obstructed.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
What? Ready to raise some hell.
Liberation in the past.
Base under siege. More minerals. Not enough minerals. insufficient.
Ready to roll out.
Not
Systems go. Cyclone.
more minerals required.
What's our speed? Give us your. What's that?
Landing zone obstructed. Hell. Landing zone obstructed.
I'm waiting.
Time passes, yet SC2 is still best game.
I know what we learned. Every time I built siege tanks, my cyclones got stuck against them. No more tanks. More cyclones. That's what lost me the critical mass of cyclones.
Go ahead.
Liberator would be amazing. You mean the Liberators that got shot out of the sky by the Mutas? You're like, what's the counter to Mutas? And we're back to Cyclones again.
In the rear with the gear.
Minerals required.
Big job, huh? Yep. SCV ready. Woohoo! Go. What's going on? In the rear with
Must
the gear.
build more supply depots. Mineral quantity insufficient.
SCV ready.
The reason Cyclones are so good is they're not nearly as vulnerable to Neural Parasite as well.
SCV ready.
Neural Parasiting one Cyclone is not going to win the game. One or two Thors might.
Go ahead. SCV ready. Big job, huh? SCV. Well, go ahead.
Not enough minerals. More minerals required.
Go, go, go. Will do. Huh?
Cannot build there.
Bad news? Ben? What's going on? Ah!
Mineral quantity.
FTV ready. Huh? Go ahead.
Not enough minerals. Mineral quantity insufficient.
Grit. SCV ready.
Additional Vespine gas required.
Yes, indeed. SCV ready. What's it gonna
Enemy attacking SCVs.
be? You're the Reaper man. On the way. SCV ready. Why not? Got something for me to kill.
Oh, come on. Oh, why do I suck?
On the Grim Reaper. SCV ready. This armed and ready. On the way. Death from above. SCV ready.
I thought you could jump down here. Apparently not.
Ready to raise some hell. That's all done. SCV ready.
Fucking
You gonna give me your
proxy Cyclone. Amazing. Unranked. This is why we scout. Not that it would necessarily help, because I don't think he proxied the racks. You know what the counter is to cyclones? Believe it or not? Cyclones. Yeah. So I go into the main, and this looks like a relatively normal reactor expand. Yeah. Not reactor expand, 1 racks, 2 gas. Exactly the opposite of reactor expand. Is Magfield back? No, you don't need Magfield. They already do stupid damage without it. But technically it is back, but...
Big shot. Go ahead.
More minerals.
SCV ready. In the rear with the gear.
Not enough minerals. More minerals required. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Yes, sir.
My Gumi build failed me. Gumiho's build revolves around actually being able to micro, though. Bare bones expand. Not getting that first Reaper.
Supply depots
Right.
required.
Why does half the map need 2 Reaper? Have you considered that Terrans might be frustrated if they can't scout for free in multiple ways every game?
Quantity insufficient.
SCV ready.
Maybe think before you speak.
SCV ready. In the rear with the gear. Huh? SCV ready. Move it. SCV ready.
That thing feels off. There are multiple... Abyssal Reef is actually a pretty big offender. But there are multiple maps that
Jordan.
the pathing is awkward. Amygdala is also intentional because of the like center rocks.
In the rear
Command
with the gear.
center upgraded.
It's also pretty easy because of the rocks to mess up on Whispers of Gold.
Bad news. Got something from SCV ready. Yo. What? Huh? SCV ready. Bad news.
Not enough. Cannot build there.
I'm going. Get. SCV ready.
More minerals required.
What's going on?
Mineral quantity insufficient.
I'm listening. Yes, indeed.
I don't think he'd do it again.
Add-on operation. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
More minerals required.
Fear them. I'm got. What?
Add-on constructed.
Ah! You scared me! Death from above. SCV ready.
Sufficient. More minerals required.
Go ahead.
Quantity insufficient.
Optics on.
SCV ready.
Never leaving home without a cyclone again.
Operation.
You want a piece of me, boy? SCV ready. In the rear with the gear.
You got coordinates or what?
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. We here. SCV ready. Who wants some?
Need more Vespine.
This better be good. You gonna give me orders?
Show me who you want to die.
Under. Insufficient Vespine gas.
Bad news? What's going on? Uh-huh. SCV ready. Armed and ready. SCV ready. Ready to roll out. SCV ready.
Awaiting order.
SCV ready.
Mineral cluster expended.
Big
Comms open.
This vessel will comply. System comply.
That was rude.
Command
Oh wow, a lot of cyclones.
ready.
What a crazy strat.
Order acknowledged. Job confirmed. Order accepted. Engineering.
SCV ready.
Command hostile forces and mineral field exhausted. Under. Ready. Supply depots insufficient. Overlords superior.
Been waiting on you. Bad news. SCV ready.
Under. Insufficient and cannot build there. State your request. Additional
What's going on?
mineral quantity.
SCV ready.
Mineral cluster expended.
SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
Fueled up, ready to go.
More minerals.
SCV ready. Rock and look to our target.
Engineering at command. Ready. Add-on constructed. Command center upgraded. Mineral field exhausted.
SCV ready.
Landing zone obstructed.
Roger. Yeah. Go ahead. In the rear with the gear. Ready to roll out. Ready to bugger.
Must mineral cluster.
SCV ready. Bad news.
Cannot build there. Additional more minerals required. Mineral quantity insufficient. Mineral field exhaust not enough.
SCV ready.
Mineral cluster expended. Cannot build there. State. Mineral field depleted.
Alright.
Cannot build there. Ready to play. Army upgraded.
Yes, sir.
Red-eyed storm joy.
Yeah, just don't do it.
Mineral field exhausted. Mineral field depleted. Cannot SCVs under attack. Addition.
Ready to plunder.
This vessel. Let's go kill something. Wait. Ready?
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Yep. Give up. That. Huh? Well, butter my biscuit.
Insufficient.
SCV ready.
Add-on operational. Mineral quantity insufficient. Mineral cluster expended.
More is here. SCV ready. What's going on?
Need more vis.
We could use some help.
Insufficient energy.
You got
Not enough energy.
fueled up, ready to go.
Mineral field exhausted.
SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
Give us your
Ready.
We could use some help here. What's that?
Stay in your
Mineral
request.
cluster expended.
Engineer.
Go ahead.
Attacking SCVs. Mineral
Absolutely.
depleted.
Need something to load up? Speak up. Got no patience for sitting around. Lay it on.
Mineral cluster expended.
Rolling out.
New research. Insufficient.
Can't hold them alone.
Mineral operational.
Engineering at your disposal.
What's going on?
Under siege.
Ready to raise some hell. I'm going time.
Awaiting. State your request.
Ready.
Additional Vespine gas required.
Ready to roll out. Done.
You ready?
Ready. Command.
Field depleted.
As required. Commencing.
Base under siege. Forces. Command center upgraded.
In the rear.
Upgrade completed.
Reporting for action.
Need mineral cluster expended.
SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell. Ready to plunder. Ready to raise some hell.
Not possible. Supply limit reached.
Ready to plunder.
Awaiting orders.
Not possible. Minerals.
Well, we made it past the proxy factory win phase. So, made it easier. I was wondering if he had anything sneaky, because he just didn't scout the whole time. But then, he didn't. And that's the whole story. That's all that was left. Thank you, Contagions. Contagions. That's the one. I just still enjoy. Kamikaze TX. Beta Sigma Omega. Deathgorn. And Smiler. I just don't enjoy. And of course on YouTube, you can always smash that like button and feel the pride and accomplishment of participating in the group activity. We'll go to one salty game and then take a look. Some pros versus Joes. They're all Joes nowadays. Maybe teams. I'm actually slightly interested in getting the Masters in teams. I've been somewhat enjoying the, it's usually 1v2, it feels like. Sometimes literally, but that's the challenge. We're mixing it in. I wish there was any effort put into team games. Though actually I can veto. Oh, I already did. We're gonna let Emerald City through. I'm like, I can veto the old boring maps, but I'm way ahead of myself on that one. This map, I love the look, but it has a split main, which makes it a lot harder against coordinated teams. I think the rest are pretty new. Yeah. It was just Emerald City, Reclamation, and Rascallion that were from. They did the same thing with 2v2 that they did with 1v1, which is 6 new maps and 3 old maps. Get a partner for 2s. If you play with a partner, it's a completely different ranking. There's random teams, and then there's arranged teams. Which makes sense. Like, if I played with Serral, you'd expect my rank to be somewhat different than not.
Resubscription confirmed. Automatically relaying thanks.
78 is a while. Wow. I'm glad you still enjoy.
Thank you, Zana.
Your dedication
Thank
will
you.
be rewarded.
Thank you, Slam Bait, as well. Do you think they'll ever make StarCraft 3? Yes, I'm looking forward to StarCraft 3. Here at Microsoft, we're excited to announce the continuation of a beloved genre. And we're excited once again to work with our trusted partners in creating RTS games, Relic Entertainment. Enjoy StarCraft 3. Think it's worthwhile.
SCV ready. Well, butter my biscuit.
Nice mocking. Someone just asking a question. That wasn't mocking. If there was to be a StarCraft 3, the only situation would be outsourcing it to Relic, because there's literally no RTS team at Blizzard. I don't know what you expect.
Supply depots insufficient. Overlords superior.
I think it was sarcasm. Microsoft owns Blizzard. In order to continue the Age of Empires series, they contracted Relic. They didn't, it wasn't an in-house thing.
SCVs under
What do you think, the intern who can't even update maps correctly is going to develop StarCraft 3 at Blizzard? The Blizzard StarCraft 2 team is now called Frost Giant Studios. And they've made StarCraft 2 generic brand. So there's always that.
SCV ready.
need allied forces in combat. Not enough minerals.
Go ahead.
It's like, Winter, we expect you here in Twitch chat to have insider information about AAA games that have been completely unannounced yet speculated about.
You scared me.
Why won't you give me a serious answer? This is a serious question for serious people. It's like, well, not sure that's the target demographic to monetize nowadays, but good luck.
Combat cannot build there.
The Grand Reaper has SCV ready. Yo.
Allied forces in combat.
What's going? What's it worth?
Must build more supply depots.
Got something for me to kill. I'm listening.
Ally space under assault.
Go, go, go. Big job, huh? Death from above. SCV ready. On the way.
That part was mocking, by the way. The first part was serious, but that part was mocking. Just had to make sure we wrapped around to it.
Certainly.
Ally space under assault.
What? You want some SCV ready?
Allied forces attacking
Sir. Oh, this one's my bad, to be honest.
insufficient. Command center.
I will sacrifice my beautiful SCVs.
SCVs under attack. Add-on operational.
Got something for me to kill. SCV ready. Let's do this. Agreed. What's it worth? SCV ready. I'm going. Yeah.
Ally space under assault.
This better be good. Oh, yeah. SCV ready.
Sorry.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Cyclone
SCV ready.
Ally space under assault.
Go ahead. Big job, huh?
He's right.
Not enough energy.
I sent some SCVs to deal with the Stalker. And they won.
Armed and ready.
Not addition. Allied forces in combat.
This ought to be good.
I've been waiting.
Allied forces in
Let's
combat.
go kill something.
Supply depots insufficient. Overlords superior.
Got a target in mind. You got coordinates or what? Show me who you want it. Comms open. Active systems go.
Run.
In gear. Cyclone en route. Nothing.
It won't save you.
Allied forces in combat.
Channel.
Bad news.
Insufficient.
Optics online.
SCV ready. Big job, huh?
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Show me who you want to die.
Completed. Allies not enough assault.
SCV ready.
Cyclone en route.
SCV ready.
Optics online. Let's go kill something.
Sure.
Cyclone
SCV
receiving.
ready.
Comms open.
SCV ready.
You got coordinates or what?
What's going on? SCV ready.
Comms.
Huh? Move it. SCV ready.
Not enough energy. Cannot build. Allied forces in combat.
SCV ready.
I get you.
Quantity insufficient.
Position.
More minerals required.
Yep.
Show me who you want to die.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Been waiting on. SCV ready.
Mineral cluster.
Armor.
Optics online. Let's go.
Allied forces in
SCV ready.
Allied forces in combat.
Channels clear.
Been waiting on. SCV ready.
Systems go. Cyclone.
SCV ready.
Got a target in mind.
SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell.
Adjusting for new coordinates. In gear.
SCV ready.
I get you. Let's go kill something. Moving into position. Ready for action.
Allied forces in combat.
SCV ready.
Mineral field exhausted.
It's online. Let's go kill something.
Allied forces in combat. Allies positional assessing gas required.
Big jump.
You need more. Allied base under assault. Allied forces in combat. Supply depots. Allies base under assault. Additional army upgraded. Insufficient Vespine gas.
Ready to raise some hell. Huh?
Allied forces in combat.
Got extra firepower.
Cluster extended.
Got it. This ought to be.
Need more Vespine.
Ah, yes, another
gas.
episode of Terrans beat up everyone else.
Allies insufficient Vespine gas.
SCV ready. Big job. SCV ready.
You got this ought to be.
What's going on?
Allied forces in combat.
Yeah, I mean it is, but we'll give him a shot.
SCVs under attack.
He has a bunch of stalkers and zealots which do not scale.
Additional Vespine.
I should add a few tanks to be honest, but
Allies base under assault. Vespine gas. Additional Vespine gas. Mineral field add-on operational.
fortunately medevacs heal through a lot of it. Skill issue. Maybe should make some tanks.
New subscriber detected.
Classic mistake. Yeah, that's the feeling of team games. It's the Terrans beat up on the non-Terrans. Well, like, the non-Terrans are sidekicks in a lot of the matches. Well, we'll see here. 2 Protoss versus 2 Terran.
What's going on?
We're gonna flip around the players.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
It's probably my favorite new map.
SCV
Just by the look, not by the layout. The layout's okay, but
Not enough minerals.
I like the look.
More minerals required.
And it's a underwater map, alright, so we now have underwater maps in 2v2. How exciting.
Bad news. Big
I'll let you take this one, bro.
More supply
You
depots.
can be the barracks dude.
Go ahead. SCV ready.
You see, we have both players with a supply depot at the front, so this way we have multiple points of failure. If either of us screw up the depot, they get in. Not that it matters much against Protoss, but still. That's a key point.
In the rear with the gear.
I'm not nearly as salty about losing today. Either 1v1 or 2v2 so far. I think it's because I'm not playing badly.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Even though I'm getting beaten.
Cannot build there.
Was it team games? It's only been one team game. Well, the key I've found is to just start with Terran instead of switching to Terran after getting annoyed with it.
Cannot build
Just
there.
cut out the middleman there.
Center upgraded.
Big job. That. The Grand Reaper has arrived. SCV ready. Got something for me. SCV ready. Bad news.
I'm feeling... Well, probably not clones today.
SCV ready. I'm listening.
Allied forces in combat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but SCV ready.
Allied forces in combat.
Rip. Might be one clone. Especially with a Stargate on the way.
Yep.
He's having me take the front. Okay.
In the rear with the gear.
Maybe just one clone. Alright.
Allied forces in
It couldn't hurt.
Got something for me to kill.
Add-on constructed.
SCV ready.
Insufficient energy.
Big job. Bad news.
I'm not actually sure where a bunker would go here.
Overtime.
SCVs under attack.
Oh, this is awkward. Alright.
Allied forces in combat.
What are you doing?
Operational. Allied forces space under assault.
Been waiting.
This is the guy who crushed us last game. Why is it when they're on my team they play like a
This better be good.
sentient potato?
In the rear with the gear.
Allied space under assault.
Boy.
You see, the team game conundrum.
Allied forces in combat.
Will do. Gangway. Coming.
Allied forces in combat. Command center upgraded.
Dude, finish your fucking turret.
Open into position.
From downtown. Oh, no. Unfortunate.
Transformation systems. Bad news. SCV ready. By the chin. Been waiting. Go ahead. Armed and ready. Go.
Landing zone obstructed.
Blink.
Ah, you scared me. What's going on?
Add-on operational.
Big job, huh?
Bit risky to bring it down the ramp, but
SCV ready.
Add-on operational.
What's our target?
Cluster expended.
what is all this?
Quantity insufficient. Allied forces in combat.
Transformation systems primed. You want a piece of me, boy?
Allied forces in combat.
SCV ready.
Addition. More minerals required.
SCV ready. Ready to roll out.
Allied forces in combat.
Move it.
Allied forces in combat.
In the rear with armed and ready.
Ready for dust off.
Piece of me, boy. SCV
Cannot build there. Not enough minerals.
ready. SCV
Why do I
ready.
keep canceling all my shit?
Quantity insufficient.
SCV ready.
Not enough. Research completed.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
Will do. SCV ready. By this better be good. Armed weak.
New technology researched. Allied forces in combat.
Gangway coming.
Add-on constructed.
Affirmative.
Mineral field exhausted. Allied space under assault.
Dude, what do you think is gonna happen? Leave your fucking Vikings over there.
Army
Holy shit. It's like, well, last time I moved out, he came in with like 8 oracles, but this time he also came in with 8 oracles.
landing zone.
Which was crazy.
Out. Armed and ready. Who wants some? Ah! You scared me! Uh-huh. This better be good. Armed and ready.
Surprised we didn't get hit by any stasis. He doesn't have any ground units here. Campus. Ooh.
Enough minerals. Allied forces in additional supply depot.
Oops.
Supply depot.
Ready to roll out.
Supply depots. Field. Additional supply depots.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Allied forces in more metals required.
Armed and ready.
That was a risky one.
Ready to plunder. Been waiting on you. Go ahead. Gangway. Coming through. Go ahead.
Picking up.
You want a piece of me, boy? SCV. This better be good.
Where's the emergency?
It's on.
Cannot build.
Armed and ready. In the rear with the gear. Ready. Big job, huh? Go, go, go! SCV ready.
Not
It's about to get heavy.
upgrade.
Ah, shitballs.
We could use some help here.
Waiting on you.
Huh? We could use some help here.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
Go, go, go! Ready to plunder.
Mineral field exhausted. Ally space unlocked. Add-on constructed.
Sentient potato. Oh my. So many cannons.
Forces in combat.
This better be good. We could use some help here.
What the fuck, bro?
This better be good. Who wants some? You are there, ready, coming through. Yes, sir. Ready to roll out.
No, that's not gonna go well. The problem was both of us going for the same composition poorly. He was pretty good when he didn't come under any pressure for like 5 minutes, but as soon as 3 stalkers showed up, it was an absolute disaster. As is so customary. Everyone has a plan while they're coming up with strats in Twitch chat and YouTube comments. Why doesn't Sale just build 4 corruptors to patrol around to shoot down Clem's meta? Thank you, Zoa. For 78 months. Slam Paint for 75 as well. Go ahead, just don't enjoy. Can't go out like that.
Resubscription confirmed.
Vista QT.
Thanks.
I just don't enjoy. All right. Pros versus, wait, I'm not sure if I have the, let me make sure I have the right button. It's pros versus Joes, where the top pros take on, anyways, this is from Storm. We're gonna do another gamer reaction video. Here we are. It is Max Pax. Okay. Not to be a graphic design bitch, but some thoughts. Just in case you didn't know which ones were the pros and which ones were the Joes in this case. Wait. All right, so what we have here, to my what the fuck? Oh, sorry. Good start. What we have here is Max Pax and Spirit carrying significantly from the Psystorm Star League, which is an amateur league, but they're playing with the pros, and they have sick intros. So there is, in case you can't pick it out, pretty good. Did Spirit do an intro? I want to see it. Spirit. There you go. All right. And now we can get started. I appreciate how they had even Max Packs with this. That seems appropriate. It's way too quiet, so I'm gonna add some music. It's gonna continue to be way too. I'm gonna turn it up for you guys, and then you're gonna have to remind me to turn thing. Spirit, come on. Okay, so Spirit, like we're gonna do a cool pros versus Joes kind of like team game match. And he's like, I'm gonna fucking proxy Rex, like that's what I'm doing. Double proxy Rex Reaper on a map that has multiple Reaper clips. I don't know if they put any money on it, but time is money, friend, and apparently Spirit values his very highly. Wow. That is quite a move. Is it too... Well, it doesn't get any louder, so not that too bad. If it's too quiet, that is too bad. Here we can see the Reaper killing things. This is a 10A. Instability, having an unstable start against Spirit's Reapers. I can't get over how we're doing like a fun match in Spirit. You know, that's a very professional Terran mindset. It's like, well, you know what they won't expect? Double proxy Rex Reaper in a best of one. That entire side of the map you can Reaper. And behind it, telling his teammate, well, don't know if he's telling his teammate, but there's telling his teammate to do a 4-gate. So it's going to be double proxy Rex Reaper 4-gate. We'll see if Max Pax has what it takes to defend. Both Max Pax and his teammate going for Twilight Council. I don't know if Blink is going to finish in time. And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. Those Reapers, just a constant. Not to be a graphic design bitch. Thank you for the sub. Here come the Reapers. Max Pax now has to hold against Reapers and Stalkers with less Stalkers. And so far doing a pretty good job of it. His teammate not exactly participating in the group activity, but the Stalker taking some pot shots. We'll see if Max Pax can blink micro so well he can beat twice as many Stalkers and 4 Reapers. Alright, he's good. Well, Blink isn't done. It's about to be. And just in time, instability comes down. And... so the key is that the Blink can actually negate... what? And he does. And the Cyclone, so... apparently, yes. Apparently, he can beat more units with less units. And now, he's got Blink Stalkers against non-Blink Stalkers. There's something happening on the other side. It looks like MaxPax got... what a Zealot? What?! He killed the Revenant is at 3 supply. MaxPax sent 1 Zealot in and killed the... it has 24 kills! So, MaxPax sent in 1 Zealot, and it killed 24. I think he's done it. It seems like MaxPax has held, with the help of instability. You give MaxPax any amount of Blink Stalkers, and magic can happen. I'll blink forward, but there's a siege tank. GG! As you can tell, yes. The reaction here. MaxPax is also on the screen. If you look very closely, you can see MaxPax. Alright, game 2. Let's skip to the action, which could be at the very start, depending on... okay. Alright, it's more fun to just jump in. MaxPax and instability now on the north side. MaxPax microing 4 Stalkers and a Prism. A classic. Revenant having a real tough time. Got gutted by a single Zealot last time. Now it seems like it's going to take just a little more effort. Spirit seems to have built his entire base on his side of the map. Also, I thought this was a best of 1, but apparently we just didn't update the score thing, so I don't know what it's a best of, but apparently more than 1, just to be clear. Are they playing on normal speed? No, most of the players are playing on normie speed. Because the entire point is we have 2 pro players and 2 less pro players. And also, I'm not a huge fan of zooming out the camera all the way all the time, because it does kind of feel disconnected from the game. But I digress. Best of 1, but we keep going until Terran wins. Okay. DTs. There's, you know, the DTs might actually work here. Bing! Oh. And they just get in. Goes for the robot. Wait. A little distracted by the Immortal. Well, that DT not getting as much. Killing the probes. He just has no mercy on his fellow Protoss. More kills. A DT. Oh, hold position from Spirit actually stopping. Though Combat Shield Marines don't get one shot, which is unfortunate. He's making sure all those Marines feel uncomfortable. Expects darting to the... well, we'll never know. Revenant Rage somehow finds himself with no probes again, but this is a rank of the Joes. Less. MaxX knows how dangerous Protoss are. We'll go with that, yes. Now, this is another scenario where it's kind of hard to tell because 1, some players don't play team games, and 2, they're playing with literal pros or against them. Well, both. So, a lot of people feel extra pressure. I'd probably guess around Diamond, maybe, like, Platinum, but partially affected by the fact they're playing with pros. Also, if you're not used to team games, it's very easy to kind of just get thrown off as well. Instability is diamond and I'm platinum. Pretty good at the rank guessing. Alright, there's only one person in the world better than me. Unfortunately, that's not the only thing he's better at. At least of last tally. Sarah. Whoa! Magspegs knocks out 2 medevacs, and DT's on defense. Magspegs has more supply than most the opposing team combined, pretty much. Instability, doing pretty well herself as well. 134 is quite respectable considering Team Spirit is at 115 max, so. Magspex has won this game. The question is how long it's going to take. I don't think you can throw from here. Though, you never know. Those are siege tanks. More prism in the main. Classic tactic. Drag some of the units and the attention away. Charge lot streaming around. The literal wall of depots, but the power of Protoss. And again, a decisive victory for Team Max Stability. A clean 2-0. Oh, it's now Cham. Cham and Gerald are the next 2 pros with... Wait, no, we gotta see the intros. Obviously here. That's the most important part of all this. Alright.
Sergeant ABC.
Is this a double Zerg team? Well, it's better to have a double Zerg team than... Okay. Good to see. Technically checked off that box.
War Bunnies.
Is it 2 people? Is War Buddies 2 people? It's unclear from that.
Gerald.
Oh, I think we're just taking clips of them in, like, interviews. All right. Now, where did it go? Oh, I see. There's a moth that's bothering me, but it's like on the ceiling. So I have to, like, I keep saying flickering, and it's just a moth being stupid. Will it just settle down? Or, no, it probably won't. I keep catching... Just squish it. It's on the ceiling! And while I might be 6'8", I have streamer money, so my ceilings are 20 feet tall, which means I don't, even with my 3-foot vertical, I'm not able to hit it. So I'm waiting for an opportunity, really, is what's happening. Almost as interesting as these sick builds. One guy on the keyboard, one guy on the mouse, which is even more confusing than Archon mode somehow. It's settling down. it'll get there. And once it does, I hope it dies. And then my problems are solved. Double Stargate against double Ling speed. Stargate. Usually one player going Stargate, and then the other with a ground army is the way to go in team games. But whatever. Well, it's Gerald, so he's going to go Stargate. As is customary. The Lings may just win the game. Well, maybe just kill the Nexus. Unclear. There's a lot of Lings, and there's only like 3 Adepts on the field, so. And a Zealot, and a shield battery in a good position. Where are you going? I don't... Void Ray first. That shield battery positioning. Cham, okay, Cham is blue, whereas Sergeant ABC is light blue. We can see the different Lings in there. Whoa, the shield battery not quite on point. And but the Oracle! Just in time to save the day. Why are you like this? There's so much drama. That's not going to get the job done. I think energy recharge was used. War bunnies. And wait, there's no way that Oracle had so much energy without energy recharge. War bunnies carrying the team right now, so Gerald, I can assume, eventually go mothership. Ah! Jesus! Oh, it's on the screen! It's right in front of me! I can't hit my screen, though! Ah, shit! Huh. Okay, I need to try to trap it. No, it's gonna fuck up my screen. I'm finding a solution. There's bugs on the screen and there's bugs on the screen. And it's just that easy to defeat the Zerg. I had to knock it off the screen and then, well. Alright. Another loss for Zerg. I didn't want to either smush it or smash my screen, so had to be careful. Zerg catching a lot of L's today. But so far in the game... What is this? Double Hydra dead. Hydras are not anti-air units. Hydra's cosplay anti-air... Well, against Void Rays are also barely anything either, so... Gerald. Oh, look at this. War Bunnies. I think he's kind of crushing it. Honestly, War Bunnies clutched the early defense. And now, I can tell you as a Zerg in this position, I'm not having a good time. You know they're just going to keep making these Stargate units sitting behind their shield batteries while getting poked and prodded. Nidus is on the way for Cham. Or him moving the screen, the videos. You think this is how I usually cast? This is a video recorded from a live game. Honestly, they probably should have just given me the replays, but then we wouldn't get the sick webcams and animations, so there's that. Yeah, I wouldn't have the amazing introductions and victory screens, so... Though I probably would have significantly more FPS and basic quality. The Hydra's coming out. I don't see how you deal with Gerald here. Sergeant ABC's at 43 supply, which seems low, and that's because it is. Gerald has plenty of Link Stalkers. I think we should be seeing GG any second, Tasteless. The Zerglings! Trying to participate in the group well, with Zerglings from one player and Hydras from another. And Stalkers are made of tissue paper, so easily shredded. And wait a second, what a turnaround. I can't believe nerd chills. Would roaches be better? No. Hydras are great. Right up until they have any splash damage, but roaches are still bad. Also, Hydras can morph into lurkers if you ever get an economy, which I'm not confident either player will have, but like, at least that's on the table, maybe. A Nidus to reinforce. It's Chamin time. Storm's not done quite yet, though it's right there for Gerald. I think that's... well, Storm would be a devastating... It's like 5 seconds out. Disastrous. And the storms across the bow. Well, it could have been better. Some Queen, we've arrived. Well, no, there's still way too much. Are we gonna tap it out? No? Okay. Well, that's the... I predict 2 minutes then. Okay, we're gonna go... We're at currently 106 at 108. 5, 4, 3. I was off. And they just... oh my. Okay, there.
It's about
Team. Oh, wait, is that a webcam or just a profile photo? Oh my god, it's a webcam. Oh, that scared me. He was just a statue. I don't know if it lagged or if it... I really... I don't know if it was lagging or if he's just oftentimes a statue. It's hard to tell. All right, get to the action. Let's see, is the game over? No. All right, we're still in the midst here. What in the low? This is high production value. There's a lot of production that was valued here. Some of it is a bit interesting, but there's a lot more production than my cast, to say the least. Oh, what a juggle! Gerald juggling the Colossus back. The Hydra's stutter stepping in. They don't have their slurch ability, but they're working on it. That Colossus immolating everything underneath. The Void Rays knocked out of the sky. The carrier all alone, sad and now dead. The cool carrier skin. Those are the Forge carriers, right? Like the Alarak version. But that Colossus, the real hero, standing tall against the Zerg. As Gerald... Ooh, energy reach up, but the other Colossus is saved. You thought it was gonna die. No. Another 1 HP, 0 fucks, still 2 thermal lances. That's all you need. What is that? Triple Evo block. Who knows what happened in the early game? Impossible to tell. But Gerald has lived, and he's got 4 bases. Oh, this is, it's not good for our Team Alphabet up against the Protoss bunnies. As those Colossi and Stalkers are hippity-hopping their way, into a massive concave. Hydras on each side. The Colossi already badly bruised. Down goes one. No Warp Prism to save him this time. Another one tumbles down. The Zealots are trickling in. The carriers have arrived. A little late, to be honest, but it's holiday season, which means things are kind of inconsistent. Down goes one. Hydra's working on a second, but the Golden Swarm, overwhelming. Don't get a second one. And the Zerg attack is thrown back yet again, as the Hydras are just kind of sad. And meanwhile, Zealots on the other side, cutting through the economy. A Warp Prism, as always. I love the lair. The macro hatch lair is pretty great. I appreciate that. Rarely do see a lair as a macro hatch, but here we are. More Lings and Hydras on the way. They're gonna try it again, but they're gonna be fighting a more difficult army with less units. I'm not optimistic as to their chances, but we can always make it sound a lot closer than it is by choosing the right tone of voice as the Hydras come in towards the 5th base, knocking down most of the interceptors. Zerglings out in front. Carrier going to be targeted down. One carrier shot out of the sky, and that means Cham's chances of actually beating this army went from 0 to 0.2%. Oh, the Hydra's slithering away. Ah, yes, his chances. I'm sorry. The chances are low now, but not non-existent. They could always right-click their entire army past the Hydras. It's a possibility. It's not looking likely, but, like, you know, the option's there. GG! Alright, and now our ultimate battle. Everyone's Protoss. I heard you like Protoss. So we have 4 Protoss for you. Max stability versus the Protoss bunnies. Who has the better Protoss is the question. Honestly, I think War Bunnies is pretty solidly diamond. Instability is likely diamond. Max Pax is pretty good, I've heard. As is Gerald. Instapacks or max stability? Which is it? Max ability? I think Max Pax is, well, the favorite in general, but Max Pax holding effectively 2 armies with 1 certainly dictated the pace of the early series, so. But a bit of a macro game on our hands. Which means we're going to, oh my, what has happened here? Quadruple feed? Both full team Max. If they share control, then Max Packs. Okay, they're clearly not sharing control, but if they share control, Max Packs could have all of the Phoenixes. I think that's the ideal move, is to share control with Max Packs and just let them use the units. You treat it like a 2-player Archon mode, in my opinion. If you have a pro player on your team, like if Sarah was on my team, I'd say, here you go. Take these. Okay. Though, honestly, it's possible that the pro players don't even know about those options because they never play team games, but I'm not sure about that. Do you have a micro or macro? Micro, obviously. Like, macro isn't that hard. If that's all you're doing, even like your average... I think your average diamond player, under absolutely no pressure, or minimal pressure, could max out at a similar timing to Max Packs. It's just, they wouldn't also be constantly blinking and picking off units literally 5 minutes straight, so... I'm not saying all diamond players, but diamond players who are actually focused on macro and not on the best way to sneak into masters by cheesing, that is. The idea was good. He didn't pick it up with every single one, but all but one, which means the shield battery was out healing the fiend. This is actually quite an interesting exchange. It's really weird that they're both going... Well, now Max Packs is going Massive Mortal. Friend got into Masters of 2200 MMR. Yeah, that bug has been around for way too long, and I think really... Oh my, look at the stasis! The entire mineral... some economic instability now. The bug where, like, 2,000 MMR players technically get Masters. The problem is it affects the people who understand how the MMR system works the least. And it really does cheapen, because, like, now you have that, like, in Masters once on your profile. Which, well, it's there now, and you didn't earn it, but, like, you can't get rid of... You can't really get rid of... So... It does... I have no idea why that bug still exists, but it does. Great. Okay, so the Archons are a problem. Yeah, carriers. Those 3 Archons are the scariest units in the game right now, because the Phoenixes can't do anything about them, and Immortals don't do much against Archons either. So Max Packs coming in for another pass, trying to shave off some of the Stalkers, but the bunnies, those 3 Archons, just war bunnies again, carrying the team. How does it even happen? So the system, for some reason, thinks Masters is at the wrong... That one, actually, I don't know. The bronze one is because the system... Okay. Do you want me to commentate this? Because I have no fucking idea what's going... Looks like the Archons are winning, but... There's still so many Phoenixes. What? They tap out of the game with 30 Phoenixes and 0 counter to the Archons. War Bunnies and Gerald clearly hyped. I assume he's talking to Gerald right now. Moracles. Yeah, for several... It actually started in team games, but no one cared. No one spoke out when it was... Well, they did, but nobody gave a shit. Because the bug started in team games, where players would just get placed into Masters at 2,000 MMR. Because for some reason, the league is not tied directly to, like, a hard MMR... Well, it is. If somebody quickly... Turn your mic off when you're doing a clean feed and eating your Doritos. I don't... Though it adds flavor. cool ranch flavor. I don't... Where was I? Oh yeah, the bug. For some reason, leagues are not directly tied to like a hard number. And that's been the source of it, it seems. Like, and it never got fixed. It was a bug before Blizzard kind of went into maintenance mode, but it didn't affect 1v1, I think, until after they pretty much abandoned active development. So, I would argue that is under the purview of maintenance, but I mean, ranked, it only affects like maybe a quarter of ranked, and ranked isn't even the most popular mode. What a battle. Who has Blink done? There's a lot of stuff. This is peak Starcraft. A bug they were fixing? Yeah, it does seem like it was fixed by hand or something. Like, something is a carryover from probably 2010. But the knowledge on how to fix it reliably was lost. It's kind of like when sometimes they've done hot fixes and updates and like entire game modes have been removed. Like multiple times Archon mode has ceased to exist, which it's effectively not existing now anyways, but and one time 3v3 was gone for several weeks. Like how does that even happen? Like I have no... Oh, Jared gets caught. The mass stalker... Wait, are they sharing control? You can tell if the move commands are perfectly synced, but I don't think they are. I think they're just headed the same direction. The bug with planetaries lift into CCs. Yes, that was the worst. That was fixed pretty quick. Honestly, the cyclone bug being up for a week was really problematic. So, here's what I think the issue is with that. The patch came out on Thanksgiving week. Alright, it came out like Monday. The bug wasn't clear until Tuesday, which means the earliest fix probably would have been Wednesday. I don't think they were in the office Wednesday through Friday. And also, Blizzard dismantled its European office. So there was no one like on Europe to do it. Not just for StarCraft, just in general. So that means the main office is in America, which is probably where the intern ever does anything, which means not until like the next Monday or Tuesday was it gonna be fixed. And that's why it took like a full week. And the reason they did the patch on Monday of Thanksgiving week is because Home Story Cup was that like started on Thursday. So I think the idea was we want to get the patch out there in time to actually like play a tournament. So. And oh my, what a fight. The stalkers just shove it on in there. Hey, where you going, Gerald? Gerald, come back! Gerald! Gerald! Your team! It's like, I don't want to fight Max Packs. Like, have you seen that Blink micro? Oh, the concave though now. What a mess. How this fight is still going. They're dead, right? Yeah, War Bunny, GG. And Max Packs turns it around. We're all tied up. We're going to game 3. Our first game. Oh, it's over. Okay, wait. Spoilers. Alright, War Bunnies and Gerald with the proxy. Going back to the Protoss roots here. Instability. Team max stability. Opting for Robos. It's just a full-on... It looks like a 4-gate. Across the board. Max Pax saw enough. He knows. I assume he made the call on this. And he's already spamming shield better. Thank you, Quasi1917. It looks like he has a probe burn adept over there. Optimistic force field. Shield battery. Down it goes. Immortal. Tagged. Barrier triggered. Gerald, where are your units? Hanging... Wait, no. Gerald's in red. I'm sorry. War Buddies, where are your units? They switch colors. Max Pax locks in the Stalkers. No blink. Immortal just pounding the point home. Ooh. That Immortal just... Oh, and now 2 more Immortals coming down. That sick Immortal skin. Energy recharge on the Sentry. And it's looking good for max stability, locking things down. I keep forgetting who's who, so I keep thinking, why aren't you fighting? There's too many Protoss. Force fields just kind of thrown out there. JJ! Max stability wins.
Max skirmishes.
And now... Oh wait, it's a best of 5. I'm going to, Wait, how do we determine who wins the whole thing? Wait, is it not like a group stage thing? The winner stage is best of 5? What the madness? Okay, we're gonna start. This looks like a pretty sick game. I'm gonna start at like 8 minutes, but we're gonna go into full caster mode. Because it looks like... it's a best of 5. I should have known. Alright. I don't know if it said that before, but it says it now. Just jumping into Empire Wars. And the Stalkers from the bunnies. From now, Gerald just gets included in the bunnies, all right? Shoving down double blank Stalkers. Zealots behind. Not exactly where they want to be, but better late than never. Meanwhile, Max Pax, 106 supplies. Instability, 105. The bunnies, 131 and 121. War Bunnies, #1 on the field. Max Pax with the War Prism on the other side. So many bases. 4 bases for Gerald. And a 4th base at the gold is coming up. Wait, no, Gerald is blue. Why do they keep switching colors? Doesn't matter. Four bases coming up for Gerald. Already 4 for War Bunnies. DT is stuck behind. War Prism taken down by the Stalkers. Blink Stalkers on either, well, pretty much just everywhere. But team stability. Down the center, the Nexus actually drawing some fire. Cancelled eventually. More Stalkers split off. Max Pax over to the left flank, dragging a few more units back. I see a few DTs in there, but observers are scattered throughout. But the bunnies, with so many more bases and a little bit more supply. Is there a saving grace for max stability? Instability with +3 weapons almost complete. Max Pack's about to finish +2. It looks like the upgrades are superior for the Northern Protoss. And the unit composition is just Stalkers for both of them. Some Archons mixed in. The stasis is massive. Actually, incredible stasis. Catches about half the army, and what a turnaround. Getting whiplash from this sort of fight. As Gerald and War Bunnies both get at least a dozen Stalkers caught. And stop! Lag. And another stasis. Okay, now at this point it's kind of becoming a liability, but the stasises are incredible. And this allows Max Pax at least to turn some of the supply around. The Zealots chopping in. Jailed up to 156 supply, though. Warps in some DTs on defense. More prism for Gerald. Wide open main. There is a cannon, a shield battery, but that won't hold forever. The sheer blobbiness of this Stalker army is immense. You can tell by the way it is. Isn't that neat? Whoa. DT warping. Ready to drop into the main. Max pack starting on +3. War prism. Now Dark Templar for max packs as well. The bunnies with more supply overall. But so far the coordination from max stability has been, well, stay in the trees. Speaking of, the fact that you could go under the trees on this map is always amusing. DT Blink. Almost all the way done for max packs. And the Stalkers are blobbing. They're blobbing! Thank you. The blobbing will continue. Gerald sending in the prism. Maxpax already has his in position. There are so many Stalkers. Blinking off to the side. DT's gonna drop directly on the cannon. Already queued up. Let's see how Maxpax handles that. But the DT's in the main. Pretty devastating now. Has to come back multiple oracles. So should have detection momentarily. Instability actually coming in to respond to it. The Stalker blobs. Maxpax fighting instability a little bit off center. The DTs are revelated. And meanwhile, the Stalker blobs are so thick now that they are really going to struggle to even come down the ramp. There's a few zealots, but the sheer amount of Stalkers. Not sure what happened there, but the Stalkers are getting chased down. There is an observer. Instability bringing one along. More Stalker blobs. And DTs in the main. Max packs with a backstab. As they're fighting on the field, a retreating stasis. Maxpack's working on the production. War Buddy's starting to get gutted. 154, 131. This DT warping might be enough to turn the tides. As a zealot charges. Oh no! The Nexus DT's on either side. Maxpack loses another Nexus, but he still has 5 of them. He managed to take that bottom left corner. And he's just straight up gutting the main. I'm surprised he didn't go for the robos themselves. And... oh, blunks on the DTs. Takes out a few more. I really can't tell. There's 3 players are going DTs. And it's almost impossible to tell the difference from this, like, camera angle. So we just kind of got to figure it out. Maxpack's expanding again. He's now maxed out. And he's packs in his bags and heading towards the other side of the map. The Archons can absorb some of the damage, but not very helpful against the Stalkers. As the Concave, there's even a Colossus in the mix, but it does superficial emotional damage to the Stalkers. The mess. Oh, going through that tiny choke point in the middle. Maxpack still maxed out. Gerald pretty close as well. Back in the main, DT still going to work. There's no detection, always awkward. The Zealots and the DTs, even if he has detection, there's not actually enough to deal with the units in the main. The problem is growing. The DTs killing DTs. It's a mess. Fleet Beacon's on the way. It looks like finally cleaned up. War Prism still hanging out. The Stalker blobs are blobbing again. The main army is spotted. Is there detection here? There is. Another Colossus Stalker's coming on the Nexus. Well, Colossus will be taken out as well. That War Prism, and then down goes the Nether. He still hasn't cleaned up the DTs. Another base. The probes get away. More Stalkers down the center. DTs intercepting. Gerald at 184 and 108 for War Buddies. 130, 180 on Team Max Stability. Meanwhile, War Prism, DT slicing up the Nexus. Everyone has DTs. The Stalkers are in a bit of a precarious position. They don't handle attacks from multiple angles well. So, Xbox doesn't have that much in the bank. They may have bitten off more than they can metaphorically chew, because of course as Protoss they cannot chew anything with no mouths. The recall, I'm not sure who recalled what. There's a Maxpax has a bunch of units in the main base. There's a mothership on the way, carriers in production, instability down to 97 supply, war buddies at 80. Gerald has managed to hold on to 4 bases. Max Pax has 5-ish. And now we're seeing the pros kind of surpass the Joes to a pretty great extent here, as they've been able to keep the economies and the supplies together, but it seems like Max Pax overall has the advantage. Another Nexus. Gerald's gonna be down to 1 mining base. Observer taken down as well, which could have annoying implications. Another Observer. Carriers, DTs, mothership, oh my. Disruptor. Disruptor is still just as dangerous against Protoss. They might be worse against non-Protoss, but it's always good to watch Protoss kill Protoss, which is everyone's favorite pastime. Even one Disruptor could be a game changer. Not sure where it went. I don't think it's in that army, but it's kind of hard to tell. That's quite a blob right there. It's looking really rough for the bunnies, though. Unable to hold on to the expansions. Gerald finds some opportunity. Those DTs doing a lot of damage to the Nexus. Time Warp from the mothership recalling. Oh my god, I forgot Time Warp works on Purification Nova, which is hilarious. Not entirely sure what's happening in the background now, but besides copyright infringement, hopefully it goes on less than 15 seconds. All right. Meanwhile, I have no control over the camera, so... Another Ruptor shot instability! Oh, a massive hit! But isn't enough blunks over the top? That mothership, Max Pax with the Dark Templar. And, Max Pax is still maxed out. Gerald trying to hold it together. The Disruptors are good, but I don't think they're good enough. Max Pax has his entire half the map. The Blink Stalkers all over the place. Targeting the carriers, the mothership. It's so taking. Time Warp was off cooldown. That Joe drops under 100 supply. And max stability proves their namesake, as they will take the match 3. Okay. As they'll take that. They'll prove their namesake, as they'll take the match 3. To what? There the winners, Max Pax and instability. 3-1. All right, and then we're gonna look at the very final game of the night, which is the losers match, but they're all winners at heart. Wait, did somebody switch to Protoss? Wait, no, Revenant, Rage, and Spirit, and then Cham and Sergeant, ABC. It's 1-1. We missed all the exciting action, but we'll catch the end of it here. Double Zerg against Terran Protoss. Ah, yes. Alpha Cham up against... Sergeant Cham up against Spirit Rage. At least it works out. Spirit Rage is a pretty great team name. Fun fact about Spirit, I don't know why, but he switched his name from originally Soul to Spirit, which does beg kind of like some existential questions. Because that really doesn't seem like a mood switch for... AB Cham. Actually would work better, but I like Sergeant Cham. Sergeant AB Cham. $11 Mutas. A bold move. Now, did we find the one game? No Stargate, I don't think. So, no Stargate and then just generic Marine tank. There's an opportunity here. And we'll see if they're able to get the damage done. Because usually mutas will be very annoying right up until they all die when you look away for 2 seconds. But Cham is a professional. And the macro hatch count. Interesting placement for a macro hatch at the front there. Archons and Marines. Combat shield about to finish. Where is the Sergeant? Oh no, Sergeant only has 56 supply. Oh, terrible things have happened to Sergeant. So Cham is pretty much on his own. Is Baneling speed done? I don't... No, it hasn't even started. Oh, this looks like a tough fight. I don't know, Kev. I try to cut off the reinforcements, but... diving around again. Well, here comes some Zerglings. Cham gonna try to take advantage of the situation. Oh. Even if this gets cleaned up, which I'm not super confident will, he's gunning down the mutas. Target fires there. Several mutas will live. The Banshee's still killing drones. Pyrrhic victory. GG. Wait, Sergeant didn't leave the game yet. Spirit coming up like a WWE intro. Everyone else with a pretty unique one, and then Spirit's taking it. Honestly, that might be from a different tournament. GG! So, what this tells us is Zerg sucks in team game. That's our takeaway. But thank you to Psystorm Gaming for putting on Pros versus Joes. That was pro players with a teammate of, I think, usually averaging out to around Diamond League, but clearly there, well, Max Pax putting the effort in, and instability as well, the strongest effort. I think actual teamwork with having detection and defense, which is very helpful. Though that one game where they went all Phoenixes was not ideal. That's usually a bit questionable. All right, we'll see if we can find one or two more. How far did we get? A Vista QT. We got Quasi joining us. make some decisions here. We're going over the table. I guess so. I guess that works. I'm scared to do my obligatory... Oh yeah, here's the bug. For those who don't know, I am 3100 MMR in 4v4. And I am Masters. Which, even though they're lower in team games, no, not that low. That should be, what, like plat? Mostly because I've only played placement, but it just slapped me in there. Like, Masters for you. And why? You know, it'd probably be more annoying if we knew why, though. Because it'd probably be something stupid and very easily fixed, which would make it more frustrating.
Yes, yes, yes. Just as
Thank
I
you, Smart.
deserve.
I don't know if the Bronze Masters bug is fixed in non-team games either.
Going. Bad news.
More minerals required.
I don't know what I expected. Thank you, Smiler. Gifting to the people. What? Thank you for the generosity. Alright, we'll just do a bit of random casting. I will pick from... I have some replay packs. Which are completely unsorted, which I usually sort through myself. I guess I could go through other people's, but wouldn't that be boring? Alright. So, I will close my eyes, and the next subscriber we get, that will be the game. So, test your luck. Though, unless I've already cast it, in which case, no spoilers. And if we don't get any subscribers, we can be here a while. Is it still scroll? It's scrolling. Okay, it's working.
A new subscriber has been acquired.
Rogue versus Beyond. We've already done that. Okay, I will... Kira versus Zhao, and it's 1 second long. What? Okay, this is the game. That wasn't the right one. One second. That means they, like, somebody probably picked the wrong race or something on the load. Well, welcome back to Zhao. In this match, professional StarCraft 2. Zhao he's back. And he's back. Sorry. That's it. That's all I had. He's back. All right. He's done pretty well so far, but like many Protoss, has struggled with having any real results. How about sound as well? I guess we can have that too. I believe it's a best of 3, but it's unclear. Ah, yes. Cure with a classic Terran tactic. He's just gonna slap a Rax or 2 down. Zhao, no. Oh! Oh, he adjusted! You fool! Oh my god, it's a proxy Rax Marauder. Why did he put them so far apart? I don't know, but if he had just left his probe on the original pathing, he would have actually spotted this. He had a good idea, but Cure is, well, I haven't actually seen anyone attempt this since the balance patch, so will be interesting. With supposedly the quicker Stalker is supposed to help out against it, but just straight up 2 Rax Marauder. Very important for Zhao. He did not go Nexus before Cybercore, so that means he has a dream here. He has a chance to defend this. If you go Nexus before Cybercore, I think you're just dead. But, as it stands, well, he did not probe scout to the other side, so rumors of his demise may not be greatly exaggerated, but another Marauder. Concussive is already on the way, keeping the SCVs around. When do you go? Just the first 2, I think, with Concussive, right? There is a single Stalker on the way, another Stalker queued up behind. So, no sentry first. Oh no. Shield battery's on the way. A very safe opener. But is it safe enough? Oh my god, he's just waiting. He didn't get scouted, so I think he's just waiting as long as possible. If there's no vision of the other side... Oh no. It's a disaster. Oh, it's bad. Okay. Well, there goes the shield battery. Cancels it. He recalled back the first Stalker.
Your dedication will be rewarded.
And the probes have to be pulled. He's got a Twilight on the way, which is not ideal. There goes a pylon. 5 Marauders. Already chunking through the Nexus, but he doesn't want to give him the time of day. Oh, that's Stalker. Ow. The probes eating plenty of hits. Engineering bay just to draw fire here. I don't know if he meant to build a bunker, or if he just wanted to... Oh, for vision. Yeah. That's the best way to get vision. And then force field, but who's locked in here with who, my friend? Whoa. Well, so far, actually doing an incredible job of keeping that one Stalker alive, but here come the Marauders. 9 probes. He's already dead. Because 14 probes against 25 SCVs does not create a very great economic scenario. And oh yeah, there's a bunker. Of course there is. Blink is on the way, but you do need more than 0 Stalkers to use it. Usually. So. It's, a disaster. And there's a factory on the way. He's just walking up, breaking the knees of that Stalker. But wait, there's more Marauders. Yep, and they don't stop coming. Oh my. GG. Yep. Well, he just died, but now we see. Ultra Love. Everyone's favorite shiny map. I don't know about the layout, but it has the shiny, wait, this isn't the correct version, I don't think. It is, it is. Oh, but they're the opposite colors of their side of the map, which seems wrong to me. But the colors are set independently, so. Scouting for proxies. Quite diligent about it. Now, if you do scout it, well, you get a shield battery earlier. You probably don't get a twilight instead of a second gate. But honestly, I think just scouting across the map is more reliable. You're gambling, like, you get a few more minerals from not sending it all the way across, but is it worth? Yeah. I mean, while we're here, I haven't been able to break both of these out in a while. All right, we're gonna unseal them from my vintage pack. In the bottom left, we have the loose cannon. It is Yawn. Up against the People's Terran. Here. Throwing in a proxy 2 rags cheese, just like many frustrated Terrans on the ladder. Down again with the shield battery. Interesting placement. I mean, he wants to cover the mineral line and the ramp, but it doesn't actually cover the whole mineral line, so I'm wondering the thought process on it. Hellions. Interesting. Hellions against it has to be a medevac. As Hellions don't really make any other sense. It's a possibility, but Widowmine's behind and scouting Hellions to start things off. All right. Meanwhile, scouting hallucinated Phoenix off the energy recharge from Jam. Taking a look for any proxy stargates. You're the only one who's proxied so far, Kier. Okay. John isn't a cheesy devil. I mean a strategical mastermind like you. I'm sorry. Let me use appropriate terminology when we're talking about Terran. 2 Widowmines done. Another 2 on the way in the medevac for an express pickup. Though not perfectly timed out here. The hallucinated Phoenix will literally spot them going into the medevac. But will that be enough to help mitigate this? The Widowmine drop. Kier has won a GSL off Widowmine drop, so Widowmine's not quite as dangerous as they used to be, but still plenty dangerous. Drops out 2, 3, holds on to 1. Gets 1 hit. Another, and here come the Hellions! A bit of, yeah. Ends up losing a Stalker. More blood sacrifices. Oh, and there goes the mine. A bit greedy. Cleans up the other. Cure with... it was a bungling. It was bungled. Zhao handled that well. And I think part of it, Zhao not investing in a 3rd base, but instead making sure he got as many units as possible. So, in the fact the Widowmine drop was spotted on the other side of the map, it seemed like a lot of optimism there. But you never know. You miss 100% of the drops you don't take. Robotics Bay in production. 2 base Robo Bay. Zhao is back. He doesn't care about these silly economic builds when he could be building disruptors. Give me the Ruptor drop. I don't know if he'll go for it. Colossus is so much more stable to start things off, but it is Zhao. Well known for shooting himself with disruptors. His thing, before he went to military service, was mass disruptor blink stalker. Almost no matter what. And definitely to a fault. Though sometimes it rolled back around into being a good strategy because players just didn't expect the sheer commitment to such a risky strategy. Colossus is first. Charge is on the way. Stim and Stim and +1 no combat shield. There's only Stim and combat shield and +1 triple threat all completed. Stalker bites it. Gets a SCV and a depot. Auto turret. Ravens are used exclusively for harassing mineral lines. Honestly doing a pretty good job of it. 3 probes dead. A bunch of others to pull off mining for a bit. Are there still 2 Widow mines in that medevac? Of course there are. Cure 48 to 52 worker. Siege tank push coming together. Gonna salvage the bunker. I'm sure he won't regret that later. Stalkers trying to pick off what they can, but so far, Kira's army looking very dangerous, and without shield battery overcharge on the other side, he could have a bad time on defense. Colossus is already completed, though. 3rd base is online. There should be at least 1 shield battery, indeed. And Mediate out on the field, gonna knock out the medevac almost right off the bat. Forced to pull back, but the tanks siege up, and now charge will be done. Kira has not landed his 3rd. Zhao is still building probes. So, being able to delay this at all, absolutely critical. Even though Stim, combat shield weren't done. But now, ooh, the observer placement as well. You can see the very edge of this. The moment he unsieges, that army will come right back out. So Zhao in position. He knows it unsieged. A scan does not spot the observer. It moves slightly forward, or at least towards the army. He's again buying time. He wants a couple more warpins. How many gates? Just 4, but 4 more in production. Where are you going, Silence? Extended thermal lance. Kira is taking too long with this push. Well, look at the supply, though. Somehow he's up 20. The gateways are opening up. Another Colossus with extended thermal lance. Fully extended thermal lances. My favorite kind of thermal lances. The Raven with auto turrets will just assassinate multiple stalkers as well as taking out 4 probes. But no upgrades for Zhao. Just needs a good position. But if there was a time to go, it would be right about now. He needs to try to break this before it gets any more entrenched, and he doesn't have any upgrades on the way, so it's not going to get any easier. Here we go. Widow mines. Knocked across the front. Force field. Force them onto the Terran army. He goes back behind the force fields, but charge lots from the right flank. 11 probes dead to the Widow mine drop, though. As, oh no, the Widow mines came in and they finally got the damage they wanted. Cure maybe cleaned off the field, but Zhao's still losing. Oh, he's down 20 workers. What a disaster. That dead air in the background. You have to go Stargate to deal with it, and we simply can't afford it. The Marauders, the boys are pulled off the line. Not entirely sure Cure wants to just crush this now. That rock tower looking quite conspicuous at the moment. Disruptors and Templar Archives on the way to complete the multiple flavors of splash damage that are part of every imbalanced breakfast. Infantry armor level 1. I think armory is already done. Yeah, +2 on the way. Where's the ship weapons, Cure? 3 ghosts as well. Down, unable to really get anything going. But disruptors against everyone. Let me check. All right. Very close, but it isn't Clem. Okay, same letters. Same character count. But since this is not Clem, that means the disruptors may be a unit that is viable. We will see. Second robo on the way. 8 gates. He's actually going to knock down the rock tower. Slow things down just a bit. 4th command center, all the way in the center. Meanwhile, 4th nexus for Xiao. How many colossi? 3 colossi left. +2 has begun. Weapons for both sides. Somehow didn't spot this army moving out. The map is dark and full of Terrans. And completely blindsided. Kira's gonna be able to take out the Nexus before it even completes. No cancel. Widowmine still handled by the Ruptors, so small wins and a big defeat. Double Ruptor production. Single Marine trying to draw things in. Expanding to the bottom right corner. A lot of vision on the map now. What does he have? Observer, Zealot, Hallucinated Phoenix, just using Zealots here. Kira finally trying to land his 4th base. He's nearly maxed out. And with +2 weapons completing, +1 ship weapon, there's no reason he can't just move out. There's nothing stopping him now, besides the existential dread of Protoss existing, which has stopped many Terrans in a cold sweat waking up in their beds while thinking of what to comment on the next YouTube video where Zergs complain about Clem. Infantry weapons 2 done. Double Ruptor. Still in production and plenty on the field. Can't see an observer with things. Don't think he has one with it, but the Widow Mines can be taken out by the Ruptor. Disruptor shots. Not enough to kill Marauders anymore, but Ghosts and Marines still vulnerable to getting obliterated. Will Kier take down the Rock Tower? Well, Zhaon will do it for him. Okay. Awkward. Team effort. +1 ship weapons now done, but +2 ground. Very important for those Colossi. Not as important for the rest of the army, but maybe Stalkers as well. Those Zealots already do plenty. Disruptors working their way around, just trying to find that angle where he can pin Cure up against the base. Still hasn't found it yet. The fadeaway shot towards the low ground. Zhaon is now finally maxed out with 69 probes, a nice enough economy to support this much army supply. More Ruptors on the way. He's adding a couple more gates as well. And 5 Nexi completed. The Terran army is strung out along the map. A couple caught between a rock and a hard place. That bio ball looking mighty thick right now, though. Let's see if we can get something to break it up. Ruptors come flinging through. We'll force it back for now. And the bridge creates quite a choke point for both sides going through it. Those Vikings could easily get an angle on the Colossi, but at the same time, the Ruptors... Whoa. A single very unlucky Marine. Meanwhile, army spotted, trying to go through the rocks and defend his base. More zoning Ruptors. Zhaon clearly treating them as the most dangerous force field. Meanwhile, Planetary Fortress. Oh my. An entire court of Disruptors here fires off a volley. Another couple shots. One popped, another 2. Hit a decent amount. Looking for the ghost, finds it. Another one, point blank. Recalls whatever random shit he can slap down. Gets away with the rest. The Disruptors are mostly taken out. How many are left? 2 of them. Still 10 Vikings. The Colossi all dead. The gateway units routed. As the Viking count is looking untenable at the moment. At least to deal with. There's no way Colossi are making their way back into it. And now advanced ballistics for Cure. As Liberators, he already has 8 medevacs and 10 Vikings, so has plenty of options for starport units. He does not need to build any more of those. In fact, that's probably too many of both medevacs and Vikings. At some point, he'll drop them down. Still, harrying the Protoss army across the board. Zhaon still is maxed out. Just hasn't been able to find that fight. That army again, outside the 4th base. But Zhaon's moving into position. There's almost no vision. Loads up the medevac. Oh no. This is going to get weird. And recall is on cooldown. The main base. Zhaon is maxed out. He can't warp in to defend. So yet again, we're going into a base trade in Protoss versus Terran. Here we go. EMP's the Nexus. How long on recall? We still got about 30 seconds. You were fine here. The Venn diagram. No, don't go in there. Oh my god, he's just gonna go for the libs. Knocking him down. An awkward angle. Disruptor shot. You gotta be careful. Your zealots are in the midst. Loses a lot of the stalkers. The Vikings and the disruptors have been abandoned. Oh no, the Vikings! The disruptors are all dead. It's a disaster. Oh no, you had one job. The disruptors all die. Meanwhile, Cure trying to pick up and get out. Looks like Blink was already used. The Vikings killing all robo units in various forms. Infantry weapons level 3 about to complete. Cure manages to clean up the army, though he loses most of his workers. Whereas Zhao has very little army left, but still an okay worker count. Overall, though, I think this pretty consistently favors the Terran in this sort of scenario. There's not enough splash damage left. He doesn't even have Caduceus Reactor for those medevacs. Cure, a big stickler on that one. And oh no, the Liberators, remember them? Without the Liberators, maybe, but with them, the Disruptors don't even one-shot Vikings on the ground. Another Ruptor coming up. Liberators, putting a timer on everything. Good Disruptor hit. And down again. Except this time, even though, well, he just doesn't have the units. The probes will be taken down. The 3 stalkers will try to outflank. And I think Cure's done it. Recalling what he recalled 2 immortals over here. But good luck. He's even building a missile turret for detection in the midst of everything. Smart precaution there. Easily taking the rest out. GG. Cure. 2 to none. Salvaged. That was a little sad. Good fight by Zhao, but not having vision coming around the 4th base was such a big deal. Also, I don't think you can really do Blinkstalker Colossus just on 2 base. You're going to get out macroed a lot of the time. That's what we saw there. All right, next sub. Actually, well, first, I'm gonna pick a random game or series. If I think this series has potential, we'll pick the whole series. But of course, it had to be a proxy marauder to start. Thank you, Eid Chen. For the sub as well. All right. The next sub we get will determine, or whatever notification, because I won't be able to tell the difference. Assuming we haven't, there are not that many series. I think there's like Spirit, Lambo, Rogue, there's several Rogue series. I'm not sure exactly who he faced besides Beyond. I don't know if Max Pack, I think Max Pack's already qualified for this tournament, so he's not here. But there's always the Max Packs versus Clem from the most other tournament finals. So there's that. Why do you get to pick? We didn't get to pick. I'm just gonna press the button. I'm just gonna stop scrolling. Okay, if we get 115 likes on YouTube, I will stop scrolling at that time. Alright. Let's see it, YouTubes. That will count it. I'm intentionally not looking at the screen. I'm looking at the counter. So close. One more. Okay, we got 120. And I stopped on the same one again. Ah, random chance of Hero Marine versus Hearthstone. Lambo versus Hero Marine. Is there a second game of this? No, it's just a one-off, I guess. Don't know why. Yes, Lambo versus Hero Marine. And we have in the all-German showdown. The Terran in the red. The largest of games. And opposite him, of course, it's Lambo. What is this? Ah, yes, the 15-15. All the rage. The extractor trick action. Is it? Oh, well, what time do we get the spawning pool then? I'm not actually, I just want to know how quick the spawning pool needs to be. Because, oh my. Really? Okay. Don't you extractor trick again. Huh. And no gas as well. So this is the adaptation that many Zergs have made since the new patch, and the slightly cheaper hatchery is quicker hatch even before Overlord and quick spawning pool. The idea being, I assume, to use the larva of the hatch as a to supplement your economy a bit more, as queens are less reliable. Starting 2. Yeah, there's no way you can get 2 queens and also go for gas. Which leaves us in kind of an odd spot. I'm gonna take the third, or at least thinking about taking the third on the logo. It's become standard practice to block the third with an SCV. Very well done. Lambo sneaks it. Oh, and the queen pops out. So the benefit of this is the queen pops out to defend. Did he not even make lings? Okay, so if the pool is quick enough, you can use the queens outright. Interesting. I'm not sure if this is any better economically, but it's certainly a different setup. Getting the creep tumor on the high ground. Alright. And enjoy the Lambo camp. I'm gonna get some more water. Be right back. I can already tell. 3cc. This game shouldn't end on some 2 base all in because both of them already have 3 bases. So I'm a genius. Be right back 1 sec. Actually, we could put it on just like an observer cam, I guess. No, boring. I like first person cam.
Newly birthed queen ready. Queen birth successful. Swarm forces under attack. Drones. Hive cluster under direct assault. Hive cluster under direct assault. Evolution complete. Swarm forces under attack. Creep tumor under attack. Mutation complete. Swarm forces under attack. Swarm forces under attack. Sequences spun. Swarm mutated. Swarm has evolved. Cluster expanded. Mineral field depleted. Drones under attack. Mineral field exhausted.
Ah, yes. And the game just getting started. Well, actually, I bet it. Yeah. 19 drones. Hellion run by?
Evolution complete.
Siege tanks. Missed a bio. Unfortunate to Stone. Lurker range already done. 9 minutes in, lurker range done. Now this is what we're talking about by pretty much freely getting to the end game. As Yeah, 9 minutes, maxed out, 2-2 finishing, Hive Tech online, Ghosts in production. 82 versus 83 workers. The ammo still has plenty of the map, though. So, I think if the Vipers are at full energy, Tom and Jerry, that should be enough. But those Vipers did not go gather more energy, which could be problematic here for sure. Lurker range done. Single, 2 ghosts. Either the EMPs land or they don't. But, ooh, dodges EMP. Gotta be careful about consuming that. Trying to come in, another EMP dodges it. This is the most EMP dodging we've seen. Notice how the EMP is actually a projectile. Very rare to see any of that, but counterattack. Ghost will be taken out. Roaches and Ravagers freeing up plenty of space here. He doesn't even want these units anymore. Well, he's certainly getting rid of them. Delays some of the command centers, but this is an opportunity for Lambo to move forward. Some of the Lurkers pulling back, but kind of surprised it. Well, if you're not fighting on creep, it's going to be almost impossible to take out siege tanks. What is this? Oh, anticipating mass drops as well as Nidus. Building 9 missile turrets, the TPM skyrocketing just like missile turrets like to do. That was... well, I guess he won the fight. It wasn't... Oh, the Viper's a little bit late on the draw. Now he's going to get crushed. Hero Marine just going straight up against the Lurkers. Get over here. Even some drones in the mix. A bit optimistic fighting directly into the line of Lurkers with your ghosts getting hit by the spines. Three on the way. Not exactly sure I'd like to replicate that process. +1, +2 mech weapons, as well as Ghost Cloak. Couple more command centers. Factories 3 and 4 on the way. Shifting into a late game mech army. Hellbats and tanks. Oh, Banshee finally taken down. Scanning for... I'm not entirely sure what he's scanning for, but when you have 6 orbital commands, you don't really have to have a reason, I guess. The real fight's happening over here. That's why the Banshee's irrelevant. EMP lands on one of the Vipers. The other one has enough for Blinding Cloud, but Ghost's actually surprisingly good at auto-attacking against Hydras with their bonus against light. Nanomuscular Swell is nearly completed. And Hero Marine continues his attempts to force his way into this base against the mass Lurker line. He yanks out the Liberator. Are there enough Hydras? Oh my. Oh, the Zerglings. Straying forward. The siege tanks. And lining up more shots. Trying to dodge out. That is about as much of a concave as you're ever going to get. Hero Marine repositioning. Trying to take a different angle. Probably a good idea. Oh my god. Okay, alright. No, they're still in range. Oh my. What are you doing? What are you doing? Gabe! Quite a haphazard fight from both sides as Lambo trying to dart in. Lurkers on the high ground. +3 Carapace, and now there's very limited anti-air to deal with the Liberators. So the Liberators, the exchanges continue. Pretty sure Lambo took the worst end of that one. Almost entirely certain, considering Lambo killed 20 Marines and 3 siege tanks, whereas Hero Marine killed 3,200, 2,100. I don't think that's including his own siege tank. Liberator's just barely out of range. No fusion core for advanced ballistics, but he keeps pushing it back. The tanks and the Liberators, 4 tanks at a time in production. Wow. And just started 3-1 mech. This base will finally go down. Lambo's been able to keep it alive for a while, but the counterattack opportunities have been severely limited. The lurker spawns ripping through the ghosts. Even more tanks. There's 10 tanks out there. Not enough energy for Blinding Cloud. Looking to intercept. Vipers out in the midst of everything. Lambo still with 84 drones, but Hero Marine is maxed out. Oh, lining up some shots. Knocks out a couple lurkers. Not sure if you want to be fighting here. That has been the story of most of this game, though, to be honest. Lambo loses another set of lurkers. 7 lurkers remain. 26 have died thus far. More tanks moving up. Hero Marine really leaning on the siege tanks. The Vipers have been struggling. "13 siege tanks now, continuing to move forward. Looking for the wraparound, or maybe just a straight-up counterattack. EMP just hit the Vipers after they finished consuming, which is painful, to say the least. Big counterattack, plenty of lurkers here. Hero Marine splitting some units to defend. He's maxed out, so doesn't have that many reinforcements, awkwardly. Unsiege tanks getting surrounded. Ghosts doing what they can, which is not very much here. The siege tank's almost in range of the hatchery, but something of a base trade has begun, and I have no idea where it ends. The siege tank's on the cusp of hitting 2 separate bases, which would knock Lambo down to 1 mining base effectively, but here come the Vipers, full energy. At least enough for the Blinding Clouds. There's even more tanks in the backline, though. Ghosts line up their shots. Blinding Clouds don't affect them. Even more shots coming through. Lurkers have completely isolated the base of the bottom right. Hero Marine's holding on down the center. Ghosts and tanks are all that's left, but that's enough to actually fight most of these reinforcements. The lurkers have not been dealt with. They're continuing to get damage done. The planetary may die. Hero Marine's income just flatlined. He has nothing right now. Just the ghosts on the other side of the map still doing okay, but oh no. It's an absolute disaster for Big Game. He did not respect the lurker counterattack. And now he has 11 medevacs and less than 11 other units. 51 SCVs dead. He still has orbitals, so... Lambo, though, kept all of his bases, most of his drones. He's rebuilding the Vipers, and a lot of these lurkers lived as well. "54 SCVs dead. Well, certainly does not look too good for the Terran player here. A scan spotting another base. Army supplies are not too horrible, and he still has 6 ghosts and 4 tanks. The lurkers are in position. Again, straying a bit far forward. There are Vipers somewhere. Doing a good job of mixing up the oh. Ooh, that is a GG of lurkers. Picks up, gets out. Indeed it is. Lambo powers through. A strong effort. Hero Marine underestimating the counterattack, and sometimes the lurkers are able to undercut. That many siege tanks. You have to be very careful not to get caught out of position. And Lambo finally survived after being bullied for like 10 minutes. Turns it around. Well played. Alright. And on that note, watching lurkers actually do something, we're gonna wrap up the SC2 for tonight. But I hope you enjoyed over on the YouTubes. Thank you for smashing the like button and subscribe. A little bit of something different. The situation that's crazy is people are still playing Starcraft 2. That's the crazy part. And also the new balance patch. And also whatever other clickbait you want. But, thank you for watching. Make sure to check out all the casts and all that. Maybe we'll do some more soon. TM. Tomorrow night. TBD. And if you do care, be blessed in Path of Exile on Twitch. But that is not nearly a dime 100 dozen on those streams, let's be honest, right? So, thank you for watching.